afternoon. I'm here at Hallcroft Fishery. Decided to come and fish the open, last minute decision. I dropped the granddaughter off at school this morning, so I was always going to be late for any morning matches. But it's a lovely afternoon. It's about 20 degrees here at Hallcroft, is it? Ooh, 22 degrees. So thought I'd give it a go, see if we can get some big fish. We're fishing 2 while 7. So hopefully there'll be some big munters in the afternoon, well, evening. Again, all on the draw, I suppose. They have been spawning. It's been a bit of a nightmare for a week or so. Looking at the results, there have been people that know this place inside out have really struggled to catch. I'm talking about not weighing in at all. I'm hoping that they're going to be moving about a little bit more than they were last week. But we'll find out this afternoon, so hopefully a simple match. I'm basically going to concentrate on method, margins. I'll probably set a mugging stroke shallow rig up. You just never know. But I'm hoping it's going to be a nice day on method and margins. That's what I'm looking forward to. Not too stressful. Let's have a nice day. Let's see where we can get caught and let's see where we get drawn. See you guys at the draw. Like an idiot, nipped at Lou, walked in, they're queuing up. Bloke in front of me's drawn peg 6. Well done you. And I've drawn my usual peg, which I drew last time, peg 48. Well, I don't know. There's got to be some fish. It's end peg apparently, so there's got to be some fish coming to the margins. Let's get down there, let's get some fishies caught. Can't wait, proper looking forward to it. Come on. Right, I'm here at Hallcroft Fishery for the open match on outer moat peg 48. And before I get going, I just want to show you a few little products that I've been using over the last couple of years or so from Bag and Match baits. I think I've done a video already on the pellets, how you can dye the pellets different colours. They all like a little bit of an edge. But here we go, have a look at these. We've got something a little bit different. So there are the red pellets dyed up, the yellow pellets. Oh, we'll swap them around, I've got them mixed up. There we go, that's better. So that's your spicy meat dye, yellow and red. And they're your normal fishery pellets. And to complement ground baits and pellets, they've got some fantastic flavoured sprays. 100ml in each little container here, each little spray jar. And all you do is you spray them straight onto your pellets. I think you've seen me do it quite a few times. So we've got the finesse flavoured spray, we've got the red aggressor, we've got the commercial carp flavoured spray, Scopex and krill flavoured spray. And that can go onto ground bait or pellets. It's up to you which way you decide how you want to put the spray on. Fantastic products. Get onto Bag and Match Baits website, check the products out. There's some lovely products on there, new products, and there are more to follow. So I'll keep you updated as the season progresses, and we'll see how we get on today during this match. Right, there you go. I'm all ready. Well, little indication. We're half an hour into the match, and what I've basically done, I've put 3 feederfuls of micros out there because I wasn't quite ready. I can't get you only get like an hour from the draw. It's what 1 o'clock's the draw, and then you have to be ready for 2. So I've only been ready sort of 15 minutes or so. Average same as well. Tactics wise, I'm definitely going to fish method in the shallow water across. So here we go. Shallow water across over there. I've even clipped up to that one if I want to go right onto the corner. But I'm going to work across. There's loads of fish milling about everywhere. They've even been down here. You throw a pellet to them, back straight off. Harry's gone shallow just down here. I think he's had his first small fish. It looked like a skimmer actually. But they're just cruising everywhere. They have just finished spawning. But my lines, I'm going to be pinging pellets down here. I've got a mugging rig stroke shallow rig set up and 2 methods. One for short method, one for long method, and then I've got a margin set up for down here. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to feed not the next pallet, 2 pellets down with 8mm pellets and try and get some down there as well. I will also have a go at mugging, but my experience here on this particular lake, fishing shallot and mugging, it can be a nightmare at times, but I've got to give it a go. I want to give it a go, but it can just be a nightmare. The wise old carp in here, and like I say, I just flicked a pellet, it didn't move my arms, it dropped 12 inches away. Oh, that must have been a big liner. 12 inches away, and it wasn't interested. It just turned straight away. So if a free offering can't tempt a fish, I'm sure we had a great pole hanging over it said it's not going to be interested at all, but I'll give it a go. Let me get this cast back in. It's just pellets today, pellets and wafters. I've got dead reds and corn for the margins and 8mm for the margin. I'm going to try an 8mm pellet to start with in the margins, but we'll see. So we'll see you guys during the match.
Nothing to report. We're 2 hours in. And I can't say I've not seen anybody catch because I can't really see anybody. I think Harry's had odd 1 or 2. I don't think he's getting them shallow because he came off shallow. Wow, come on, slow down. Angry this. And I've been feeding pellets to my left. I've put some ground bait into my right on my short margins. But I've been firing pellets, 8mm pellets, constantly 3 pallets down. And the first 2 chucks in, I knew there were fish there because I had massive liners that it looked like a bite. So I've come a little bit shorter. And it's gone round after about 45 seconds. So there's fish that have come into them pellets down there. I've had nothing across apart from skimmers. Just spoke to Andy Kinder and he's had nothing across neither. I don't know how it's fishing. It's fishing hard here for me. The fish that have been swimming past when I flick pellets at them have just not been interested at all. Where's my feeder? Right up there. And this is the first carp I've had. It feels like a decent one as well. Oh, I know why, because the fish is on top. And I've got my rod low. Wow, he's not happy at all. I have to tighten that slightly, but he's going absolutely berserk. I hope it's not foul hooked for it to be this crackers. I don't think it is. It feels right when I've got it like this. It's like saying, why have you caught me when I've just been getting up to no good for the last 2 weeks? Well, get yourself in, Mr. Fish. That's all I can say. He's a decent fish. Oh, here's a proper one. Wowzers. That is a proper unit. He's a unit and a half. He's got to be. Oh, I don't know, it's hard to tell. He weighs a lot, I can feel him on my knee. Oh, and he's taking that properly. Obviously gobbling those pellets down. 3 pellets down. That one never coming out, so he's got to be at least, he's got to be 10 plus 12, something like that. What a beauty. Come on, stop swimming into me landing net. go. Gosh. Well, I don't know about him being tired after that, I certainly am. But yeah, it was weird. Chucking it out, my rod was just going straight round before it settled, but there were liners. So I'm due to feed this margin here shortly. Well, it's 4:15 now, so these fish will be coming in. And let's get back in. So it's been a poor start, but if there's a few fish down there, I'm going to put some pellets there as well. Lovely. And let's hope we can start catching a few. Like I said, I've just spoke to Andy Kinder and he says he's been struggling as well. I think he's managed 2 carp though as Andy. Give that another go, people. We get chucked down there. A bit of rubbish off. Don't like how that's gone round like that. Right. I have to stand up because there's a bush behind me, so we can get it in the same spot. So I've gone just short of where my pellets are, should I say. So I'm on the edge so I don't get linered to death. Because I'm not kidding, it would bend double what rod, and they were just liners. You could see the feeder had moved a mile. So whether I've spooked them when I've cast in and they've caught the line and dragged it out, I don't know. But there we go. Fish in the bag, so I'll put I'll put 12 down. It's got to be 12, it felt really heavy. And we'll see if we can get another one. Thank goodness for that. Well, the cast you saw me put in went round. It was only a small carp, 2.5, 3 pound. This has been in 4 minutes, we're getting lots of indications but no bite, and then it's gone round. So there's definitely fish there. Refed me right hand margin and my left hand margin, hoping I can have a good 2.5 hours in these margins now, and I can just see there's fish in that margin as well, so I'll give them plenty of confidence, see if I can pick a few off from this line, and then we'll go on the pole in the margins, right and left, and it's the same depth left as what it is to the right. And there's a big ghost just coming underneath me. Crashing at the other side, but I never had a sign on the other side. It's crazy, isn't it? This fishing lark. Maybe about 4 or 5 pound. Okay. You're lively when he got out, aren't he? Lively little thing. So before I cast that back in, I'll put some more pellets down there. Lovely chubbly. wafter on there. Orange wafter today. Tried white, well, tried a few different ones when I was getting no bites. But they're taking an orange wafter at the minute down on that third platform down. Bit of the red aggressor. I'll get it back down there again. I've got to stand up, like I say, because there's a bush behind me. And that noise is me feathering it down the line. It was a bit heavy, was the cast, so I had to feather that. Sink that line. I've got to sink that line quick because there's a lot of like fur and grass. They've been strimming and stuff, so it's catching my line. Here we go. Just slackening the clutch off slightly because when you get a bite, they don't half shoot off, and there's a big mirror just coming here. Looks like a double figure one. Let's see if he'll take a pellet when I chuck it at him, or will he scarper? Not interested. No. Won't even take his moved away, swimming round my line, and you can see him just here. I'm keeping pellets going in on that 13 metre line as well. So I've been busy feeding her. At one point I thought I'd just turned up to feed fish. That's how it felt, because I couldn't get a bite. So I'm on about 20 poundish now. There we go. Oh, that didn't take long, did it? It's a great time of day, that's why I like this afternoon one. No rush in the morning. From this time onwards you usually get a few. It's coming in quite nicely. He says he's decided to go a little bit now. Oh, he's zooming about now. I reckon it'll be about the same size as the last one I've just caught. I guess maybe a little bit smaller. Yeah, a little bit smaller. It'll be 3.5, 4 pound. Not in the bottom lip, that's in the side. I prefer it in the bottom lip. Tells me that my rig's working properly. So there we go. Let's get back in. Let's see if we can keep catching these mighty fish. It's great, isn't it? What an afternoon. Just love this afternoon fishing, it's fantastic. Nice and warm today. Thank goodness, because that wind and rain has lasted far too long for my liking. I don't know about what y'all lot think, but it has for me. It's just nice to be out, shorts on. Got to have that. Once you get used to using it, you can't not put it on. It's like addictive. So before I cast that, I'm going to put some pellets down. lovely. Let's get it back out. Oh yes, right over the pellets that. I'm half expecting while I'm sinking the line like this, if they start feeding aggressive, for it to go. Whilst I'm doing this, I am expecting that. And once they start getting the munchies, I'm putting it in this gripper as well, in case I just take my eye off and it goes round. At least this gripper will hold the rod, give me a second. Right, timer on. There. It's nice when it's like this, isn't it? Catching. It's not nice when you're not catching. Right, I keep feeding my lines, and there's some fizzing out there. There's been some fizzing out there for about half an hour now. Been lovely to catch some shallow, but I've not seen Harry get too many shallow. I could be wrong, because there's a big bush in my way and I've not heard a lot of splashing, so maybe a little method over that might work. But we'll carry on and we'll see if we can get a few more. It's gone round again, a few big liners, so I know there's still fish there. I've refed, I've keep feeding 13, I've refed both margins. Well, I'm picking one or two fish, because I've just heard Harry say he can't get a bite off carp. I know he's had a couple, and he's been fishing shallow. And all the little bubbles that are coming up look like skimmer bubbles as well to me. And I've chucked a little method over at 13 metres. I just had little telltale signs that there was skimmers there. This feels like a much better fish than the last two. Again, all the fish have finished spawning. Same as they have at Lindell. I'm sure they'll have a couple of goes now and again. A 7 or 8 pounder. Nice little fish getting, well, big fish. I just love it. Don't you just love catching fish? Well, if you're a fisherman, that is. It's bloody marvellous, isn't it? Evening like this. I mean, I could be out boozing, I suppose, but nah, we've done all that rubbish. Still like a pine like. I might even call in for one, depends how late it is. So I'll get this ready, and I've started just upping the amount of pellets I'm putting in. No, not a lot, but just a bit more than I have been doing. And it seems to be getting a reaction. But who the heck am I to know for sure? Yes. So put some more pellets there. They just kicked right at the end of them. That's better. That's better, isn't it? Right, let's get over the top of them. And there's definitely carp coming in down there, I can see them. Right in the middle of that last lot. So hopefully that will go around again. I don't really want to sink this line, but got to do it because of all this fluff. I want to drag it out of my hand. Nice soft tip. I can read every little bit of movement. And the beauty of it is with a soft tip as well, I find. If you do get liners, it doesn't move your feeder as much, I think. Stiffer tip, it's got to move your feeder, but it just bends nice and easy, this. And when you get a bite, it's obviously smashes straight round. So it's just a 1 ounce tip that I've got in there. If I were fishing for F1s, I'd probably have a lighter tip than that one so I can read what's going off in the water. But I've just had a couple of little, which tells me there could be little skimmers knocking about, but you cannot miss. You can just see it. It's just shame I don't have the camera zoomed in on that now. That's just had a little, definitely skimmer type stuff. That I think the skimmers are nibbling around at the feeder, and what we want is a carp to come along, bully them out and drag it round. Move out, lads, the bruisers here. Will it go? There's a carp coming in there. Oh, a little bit further than where I wanted. Little liners. The tip's that light, I could tell when I catapulted some pellets. One of the pellets hit the line because I got a little dink. There's definitely fish there, but I think there's more skimmers than carp. I've had a lot of little, tiny little indications. I'm not leaving it in more than 4 minutes. Let's say 4.5 minutes, I think the longest I've had to wait. If it goes past that, I bring it in, recast, refeed, recast. And I'm going to refeed my margins after this cast, and then I'm going to go have a look. It's 5 o'clock, we finish at 7. Oh, how big was that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we'll put 8. So I'm up to 31 pound now. Little indications. They group lovely, them straight over my feeder. Not too bad, that one. I was hoping it. Oh, liner, big liner. Oh, that was from this carp here. So I'm going to have one more. I'm going to bring this one in. If I don't get anything, bring this one in, refeed the margins, have another look. If I don't get one, I'm going to try the margins. Come on, fishies. Oh, I'm hoping it might go around for you again. Oh, what a lovely day. Been nosy. Just heard something. Right, 30 seconds left on this. I'm going to bring it in, refeed these margins, see how we get on. There's a skimmer and no bites. I've seen 1 or 2 carp bow wave out, but no takers, so I went on to pellet line where I've been feeding pellets up to that pallet, and it's gone round again. might not be able to reach that pellet now with pellets with this wind getting up. But you can only do your best, folks, can't you? Only do your best. Okay, you've been steady all the way in. What's that way? Having a fit? Wrap round him and all sorts. I don't know, fish. Take time and rest yourself. What's wrong with you? He's got to be 6 or 7 pound. So we're not doing great, are we? I'll put 7, so 38 pound-ish. Not that great. I've refed the margins, both sides. You'd think they'd be in now, wouldn't you? But they ain't. And those brambles to my right, there's brambles left and right, and they're just right on the pole, making the fishing a little bit awkward. I thought it was when I was coming up, but I want to be next to the platform. That's where I had the fish last time. Maybe I should have just gone a little bit closer in. And avoided most of them, but I'm not sure would I have got them. Don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Fish jumping like crazy everywhere. But they're not hungry. They're not having it, are they? Look, margins and nothing. But I've gone back onto the pallet up there with the pellets, and it's gone round again. I've had another one as well. I didn't record that. I'm up to 44 pound plus this, and there's an hour to go. I wish their margins are kicking. You can put 50, 100 pound in if you can get them going, but I don't know. I keep seeing bow waves. They must be coming in and straight back out or something. Real positive bite, that one. I lost my rod. I was just having a drink of coffee and I heard it. It took me eye off it for a second. Oh, that's coming a lot closer than I thought. Oh, you bloody thing. Nobody likes to see that. I should have had that. Damn it. Nobody likes to see back out. Liner, wallop. And I thought, oh, it's a skimmer. Coming in, reeling it in like it was an 8-ounce skimmer. Little jabs and stuff going off. And it's turned into a carp. That's a pleasant surprise. Literally in 2 minutes. Yeah, I turned him. I turned him at first, but no, he wasn't ready. That's some skimmer, that, isn't it? One hell of a skimmer, that. Calm down, son, calm down. you go. Yeah, £8 skimmer. What an idiot. Yes, get in. I'll be over £50 now. I have refed. In fact, I need to refeed the right hand margin. So I'm going to do that and have another look. But I am catching these steady away, so we'll see if we can get one margin out. Margin. If I keep catching like this, there's no point going in my margins. It keeps going around like after 30 seconds. That will do nicely. I think Harry's catching now. I can hear some splashing going on down there. Oh, he's darting about. It's him. Look at him, absolutely going crazy. You're coming in nicely to start with as well. I think it's a decent fish, you know, this. And there's a fish just come out of my... That's what's been happening, just come out of that margin. It's come into some bait that I've just put down and bow waved out. They're not settling. He's a chunky unit, a bit like Woody. He likes his snap, does this one, obviously. Yes, that'll do. He's got to be a good 10. Might be a bit more. Ooh. Nice. And I chucked that one slightly closer to the platform this time. So they're definitely coming in. Liner. Typical, isn't it? Camera going, and it ain't going straight round. Damn it! This, ding, ding, ding. Oh well, big liner. It wasn't a line, it was the rubbish on my line, this last little bit. That's why I've just sunk it. All the little seeds and stuff. There we go. And he feels like a nice one as well. That didn't take long, did it? Get in. Just short of 2 minutes. It's lovely, isn't it, when tip goes around like that? You can't beat seeing tip go around. I don't care what anybody says. But I would say that, seeing as I love me feed fishing. Great little rods, these Preston Superiors as well, the carbon active. Lovely little action on them. They handle, they've seen size at fish they're handling. Brilliant. I think they're great value, I do. And I've got the Preston Sentries on, 420. With Silstar, with Team, is it Match Team? Team Match Silstar, £8 line. And then I've got the Engage 019. Go on the carps. All turning into carp cabbages, aren't we? Never mind all them bleak and tiny roach off canals. Carp cabbages, that's what we've turned into. What am I laughing at? Woody's a carp cabbage. Well, he's a cabbage anyway. I'll be playing hell up with me. Come on, son. Let's get you over here. There we go. Another carp. It'll be about £7. And it's gone round again. After 3 minutes this time. There's like a nice one. There's a nice one, crikey. £10 plus again. One of them make a right noise when they're spawning. Oh grief. Get in. Let's get another one, eh? 10 minutes to go. I had a quick look in this margin to my left. It's a bit easier to get my pole to, but nothing. I just thought if there's some there, I might be able to get them quicker than this, but that third pallet down has been the best by far. I think I've got 80 odd pound plus this. I don't think it'll be any good, but we'll see. I know where he's catching now down there. He's been catching these margins. I keep hearing it splashing. How many he's had, I don't know. Class act though, he's old Ali. Young Ali. Really young lad, isn't he? Nice to get the ton, wouldn't it? I'd be happy if I got the ton, because it has been, I think it's been a bit of a tricky day. They're not easy to catch here at Hallcroft. These are the wise old things. And there's fish been coming in and out of these margins left and right, but I can't catch them. And for me not to get any on the other side, unbelievable. Nearly always catch on the opposite bank. Well, if I'm reading this right, I think this is another lump. What have I got? Yeah, I've got about 82, I think. Might have overdone it, I don't know. I certainly think I got 80, I think. I hope I have anyway. Plus this, and if I can get this in and get back out, get another one like this. Give me a ton. Be nice to get a ton on it. Oh, don't go back out, come in. Come and say hello to these lovely fishy people. Oh, he's off, look at him. Come on, son. Come and say hello to your Uncle Mighty. No, don't be going over there. Just come in and behave. Oh, damn it. He's a mighty fish, putting a mighty battle up. Oh, he's a beauty. He's a beauty. Bloody thing. Come on, son. I can coax him inside there. Up you come. Oh my God. That's a big net I've got now. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. What's he doing? That is chaos. It's too big for net. Oh my God. Can you believe that? Too big for net. I don't believe it. He's not happy. Had him in once. He'll be pushing nearly 20 in. Oh my goodness me. Can you believe that, folks? Told you it was a beauty, didn't I? Just jumped out of the net. Just as I was trying to shake him in fully. That's never, ever, ever happened to me in God knows how many years fishing. Well, not as bad as Woody chucking it back in. Well, I suppose it is actually, because this is an absolute monster. It's too big for net. What a calamity. Right, this time, son. Right, it's just ridiculously massive. Oh. God, right. That's the biggest landing net I've got as well. Right, as you can see, he's wanting to hang out of the net. We'll get him. Look at that. Right then, son. You get yourself. Right, call yourself semi-skimmed or whatever you want, but that was just ridiculous. Don't like putting them in nets that big, but it's a match. That's a 20 pounder that, I reckon. Got to be. I'm shaking on that knife trying to get him in. What an absolute beast he was. That's it, took me 10 minutes to get that in. Right, I'll cast this off. Well, that is the end of the match. We shall see you guys at the weigh-in. Yeah, it's recording this time. I keep pressing it, no, it's happening. We are all weighed in. It's actually a couple of days later and I've fished another match, so I'm trying to remember what we've done. It was quite late on, so I am doing it a few days later. All weighed in. Right, peg 48. I think it was peg 48. Out of moat. I wasn't thrilled, but it was the end peg. Lots of room to my right. You've seen the lines that I decided on. I actually thought putting a few feeder falls out long before we actually got going, I thought, yeah, it'd be a good idea that. Set it up because I wasn't quite ready. I had a big null to my left. Went out long to start with. So I've got the long line. I've clipped up to go to the corner if I wanted to. I've got the I'm priming a 13 metre line for either shallow, mugging or whatever I wanted, and margins. And what I will say is watching Harry Bignell, he's great at fishing shallow. He's a few pegs to my left. I think I saw him catch a skimmer and that were it. And then I heard him talking to somebody, saying he couldn't catch carp shallow, so I never even attempted trying to catch them shallow. I flicking pellets to them when they were cruising past, and they just didn't want to know. It wasn't right. So even though I got it set up, I just wasn't going to mess about. I've spent ages on days like that where they're not really having it, trying to catch them shallow, flicking it for mugging. Waste of an hour and a half, 2 hours, or whatever it is, time I've wasted. So I've decided, let's look long. Let's prime that 13 metre line, which I can chuck a method over, 13-14 metres, firing pellets to the third pallet to my right, and then to fill it in, not fill it in, but prime a short line which was also to my right. Lovely margin. And to cut a long story short, I never had a bite. I think I had a skimmer long and then nothing. Tried all along that bank whilst priming everywhere else. Absolutely nothing. 2.5 hours in, I think I'd one skimmer. I had nothing on the 13 metre line on the deck. Absolutely nothing. I wasn't going to bother shallow. I had nothing in the short margin, which is unbelievable. Nothing came in. I never even had a liner or anything, or any signs that there were fish there. Normally when you've got some bait down there,
ducks go diving down. I don't mind that because I'm sure it gives the fish confidence. Even ducks weren't interested. They always come in at that sort of 4 or 5 o'clock to have a look. Nothing. Never had a bite in that margin. Couldn't believe it. But where I did get all my fish from was the 3rd pellet down. And, you know, we're on about putting your bait in tight little parcels and keep it dead accurate. When you're catapulting that far, it's quite a big area, and you know, I'm sure carp love grazing about, moving in and out and all that sort of stuff. And once I went on that with a couple of hours to go, I never looked back. I mean, I'm not saying it was absolutely on fire, but that was the only place I could catch a fish. I think Harry started catching in his margin. But it was great, it was lovely. You've seen some bites that I've had. I think I left it running on one of them where catapulted and it had not quite gone. Ooh, I'm like, ooh, it hasn't gone round yet. And then it went round. And it's been lovely. Been catching some quality carp out of there. Really, really enjoyed it. It's just a shame I couldn't have caught a few more pounds in those first 2 hours, 45 minutes. I was beginning to think, crikey, this time of day we should be absolutely heaving them out, but it just didn't happen. But that was great. Kept fighting. I must have put 3 bags of pellets down there, and you know, and it makes me think, all them pellets there, how the heck are they zooming in on your method? All I can say is that the big carp, and they must hoover them up. They've got to do for them to pick your bait out, and it was just method. Orange wafter. I think I tried orange and pink wafter. It didn't really matter. That rod would go around with some cracking fish. And to end with that monster. What a monster that was. And from memory, all I remember is I'd got it in, I'd landed it. It was in my net. I'm thinking, this is very, very heavy. And my landing net was just slightly tilted because it was a 24-inch landing net, a big landing net. And as soon as I was just about to settle and it's flipped, knocked the landing net down a little bit more and rolled straight back out again. So I've had to land it twice. No fishes were harmed during this video. Let's get that one in. Fish care, I know some people worry about that, but well, not a lot I could have done about that. I'm pretty sure if you look back, it will pretty much happen like that. But they did wait for me. It weighed just over 20 pounds. So I wasn't far off from my guess. What an absolute belter to finish with. Thoroughly enjoyed that day. Sunshine, warm. Oh, it was just great. In my shorts. It's been freezing for God knows how long. Nice lump to end with, and I've ended up weighing in 115 pounds and won the section. So get in. I think Paul Wright won the match with 185. He was on an end peg. So well done, Paul. I think Andy Kinder had 150. I think he ended up 2nd or 3rd, something like that. And then I've won my section, and I think in the match it's come about 5th or 6th, something like that. So not too bad. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Dead simple match. I would love to catch them shallow and pole there, but it's a funny place, shallow there. That's all I'll say. Go down and try it and see what you think, but it's funny. Very, 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 very funny. So there we go, that's the open match down at Hallcroft Fishery. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I am definitely going to make a few of those in because we have got a UK Champs which goes into similar sort of times, an hour behind. But I need to get used to that fishing there, get those margins sorted. I'm loving it down there, that afternoon match, it's great. Steady away, get your gear ready on the morning, end up there, beautiful. Nice big fish. And I'd love to draw that peg 6 and have a bash on there and see what it's all about. In fact, I'm going to have to go pleasure fishing, I think it's only time I'll draw it if I go pleasuring. So I hope you've enjoyed the open match at Hallcroft Fishery on a Friday afternoon. Draws at 1 o'clock, fish 2 while 7. Get yourselves down if you fancy, it's great. Where am I next? I am at the Fishing Mania at Hallcroft actually. Yeah, in a week or so's time, so that should be alright. See where we get drawn there. So there we go folks, that's the end of that. We's out. bedtime. Quite late now. So we'll see you at Hallcroft in a week or so's time for the Fishermania. We'll see how we get on there. Need a good draw. Peg 6 would be lovely. Don't forget, it is absolutely free to subscribe to this channel. If you click that notification bell, you will get all our videos as we load them. A thumbs up would be very, very nice. So until Hallcroft next time round, take care folks, and don't forget to fish on.